cause why it shouldn't happen. That's all we were here for. So I just want to say that I believe that every known constitutional right that I can think of, the First Amendment, the Fifth Amendment, the Sixth Amendment, the Eighth Amendment, they were all violated. All due process went out the window today. And that's what I witnessed. That's what I witnessed in my lifetime as a lawyer in Arizona, in probate court. That's what I witnessed. And so I want to just put that on the record. And if the court wants to put me in chains, call the sheriff and put me in chains. I'll go, if that's what the court wants to do. Because I am outraged. I was outraged when constitutional abuses were being heaped upon everybody by another outrageous prosecutor that's no longer in power. But you know what? I'm just as outraged today. This can't be the way our courts are. And that's what I have to say.
Mr. Shumway, did you want to say anything today?
May I please, Robert?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll try not to be repetitive. There are a couple of issues that I could use some guidance on that I would like to address. You mentioned the issue of delay, Your Honor. I want to talk specifically about this issue of documents not going to Mr. Siegelbaum, that Mr. Siegelbaum asked to be able to come to the House and review. I don't remember the timeline. Some months ago, a request was made to Sabrina. Sabrina responded to the request, and the request was, Sabrina, I want to interview you. I'd like you to have Brad's checkbooks there or his check registers and to go through that. Sabrina responded through her counsel. I saw the email. The response was, Mr. Siegelbaum, they're Brad's check registers. You ought to contact Mr. Shumway. Frankly, Your Honor, I was never contacted. I forgot about it. I just let it fall through the cracks. But I was never contacted by Mr. Siegelbaum to arrange that meeting. It's my understanding, although, Your Honor, I have not seen it. Let me be clear, I haven't seen it. It's my understanding that an email was sent to Mr. Siegelbaum by Sabrina offering some dates that he could come over and talk to Sabrina. But I wasn't privy to that email. On Monday, Your Honor, I am concerned about complying with court orders. I sent the email that was read to you earlier by Mr. Sanas asking Mr. Siegelbaum, is there anything outstanding? Because it's been my impression, Your Honor, that everything that was asked for to be provided to Mr. Siegelbaum was provided last January or February, that he's had it in his possession for months. That was the whole dispute over whether or not we turned it over to Mr. Murphy and his clients. So I followed up after our meeting on Monday with that email. He got back to me and pointed out that he had not yet reviewed Brad's bank ledgers. I invited him over. I said, I'll set up a meeting for this afternoon so that we can comply with the court order. He wrote back and said, I'm visiting the doctor. I may have to have knee surgery. I can't do it today. And, Your Honor, I'm happy to print these off and provide them to you. I didn't realize there would be.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay, I appreciate that. He said, I'm not able to do it today. I'll call you tomorrow and I'll set something up. I didn't receive a call, Your Honor. To be honest, I've been somewhat distracted by other things, and I haven't called Mr. Siegelbaum back. I guess I feel like I'm kind of in the trap. The last time Mr. Siegelbaum was told, call Mr. Shumway, I never got a call and I didn't call. If the court expects me to follow up with Mr. Siegelbaum and to say to him, you said you were going to call, you didn't call, I'm calling you, I'm happy to do that. I just don't want to be in the situation where I leave Mr. Siegelbaum to do what I perceive to be his job. If you expect me to not do that, if you expect me to follow up with him, I'm happy to follow up with him. If you don't, frankly, Your Honor, I'm busy, I get distracted on other things, I'm highly likely to not call him, not out of a delay tactic, Your Honor, it's just I have a life. please let me know what your expectation is, and I'll try to live up to it.
My expectation is to get this evaluation done, and in order to do that, Mr. Siegelbaum says he wants to interview Mr. Lund and Ms. Lovejoy and look at the check registers, and I expect that to be done. So if it takes you to call Mr. Siegelbaum and arrange an appointment for that to happen, make the phone call.
I'm happy to do it. It slipped my mind yesterday. I'm just telling you, reporting back to you, I did not receive a call from him. I am happy to call him, and however long it takes, however often, to get him to do that.
Well, he as far as scheduling, he gave me, I can find it here, he gave me a date on which he could do this. And if, unless you want to arrange some alternative, I'm just going to order that it occur.
Okay, please tell me a date, because he has not told me that date. And that's part of the problem here, Your Honor. I haven't been told the date. He has my email address, he has my phone. It's not a big deal to me. If he had written back to me and said, this is the date I'm available, I would check with my client, I'd find out if it worked, and I'll let him know promptly. It doesn't, I feel like there's a lot of stress or something that really a couple of emails will solve.
Well, I didn't know about email. It could have been a
Or a phone call.
Phone call. You're right.
I'm happy with that. So if you want to share with me the date, I'm happy to try to make it happen. I assume the nodding means I'll share it with you at the end when I issue my order.
Yeah, because I want to make sure it happens.
Yeah, I'm content, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'd like to hit just two other things on something that you said. You said that, one of your concerns is that the subpoena was issued for the benefit of everybody who's part of the common interest agreement that I happen to be a signatory to. I guess in some sense